You know, it echoed in this room. Look, Aliko and I go back a long way. He's done phenomenally well. About 2 decades done phenomenally well. Jim, Mike Adenuga and co. Let me tell you what they all have in common. They are all very combative personalities. Because of that, no regulator will go to them and try nonsense. Because most of them know how to deal with that regulator. We have to move beyond that, making Nigeria an economy only for the few people who are very combative. Some of us too are combative enough, so people know what's in regulation. Now let me continue, because those we are destroying are the 22-year-old entrepreneurs, the 25-year-old entrepreneurs. This economy is rigged against the youth, and it's not going to grow. When Aliko and I were 30, we were allowed to grow. Today, we're killing the youth from growing. So it's not going to grow. That's the point I'm making. And the reason, the things we have to correct, you see, any regulator that wants to get applause, just go after some people, destroy some businesses, and the more you destroy, the more they hail you. It's even proof that you're working. That's a paradigm shift. We have to get out of that complete nonsense. Without that, it will negate any monetary policy and everything else. The other thing I want to point out as well is that the tax rate, Aliko said, is too high. It's not just the tax rate. A company that the head of FIRS told me is the most compliant in Nigeria that he knows of tax-wise overall in all their dealings. At the last count, they were undergoing 88 parallel tax audits nationwide. Every state government, everybody, I'm sure people like Aliko too are feeling it a little. But you see, but there's a big difference. No, when I say a little, let me explain. You know, I've been a businessman, I'm an entrepreneur myself. There are some tax regulators.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. You know, when we talk about state capture, there are a lot of people that are ready to always jump up and make all sorts of excuses. Some of them because they found themselves that either they've been beneficiaries or somehow they have succeeded without having to have without even the influence of government or anything in their lives, or any advantage, rather, let me put it that way. And they come and argue, or maybe their field is one that, oh, people have been able to achieve so much without government having to do anything. It's innovative and all of that. And it's really unfair, because this state capture is very, very real as real as anything can be. And it so puts a lot of people in the disadvantage. And you heard Atedo Peter's side there, what he's saying. What has happened is that while there are certain few who have been able to benefit from this whole thing, it has put the 21-year-old, the 25-year-old entrepreneurs in the disadvantage. There's no level playing field. That's the thing we talk about always in Nigeria. It's not about telling us that if you can do this, if you can do that. One person will have access to Forex on their own, and they will buy artificially. Somebody will have billions of dollars being given to him artificially, and somebody else doesn't. Where's the level playing field there? Oh, one person gets to, let's even take $1 million. One person needs to buy, you have Mr. A, Mr. B, or Mr. A, Mrs. B, they both will have companies, and they need $1 million. One of them, with the influence, is able to go and get that $1 million from the bank at official rate. The other one, there's no influence, so they are forced to buy. And they come and do the same business. Are you really in the same business? And then one of them is unable to meet up, and I said that, oh, he doesn't know how to do business. No. There is disadvantage. There's no level playing field. And that's the thing that we constantly talk about. We constantly talk about it. There are some parastatals that nobody, FIRS, they don't bond the person where they leader to go and meet some of these business people. Before you know what's happening, they will change you. They will just call one of their operations that person is making trouble, they will change him. You can't go, regulators can't do their job. They can only flex their muscle on smaller companies. And these are the things that we constantly talk about, and yet people are coming to tell us that, oh no, oh these, they have built this, they have built. What are you talking about? There's no how wrong can ever be right just because the wrong is not being used for something big or something good or whatever. We still have to talk about that wrong, where it started from. And that's the thing we're always talking about in this country. We can't have a place where we say, oh, it favors a few. Until it favors everybody, there's no favor anywhere. It's so, I've met some people who would like say to me, oh, Aisha, you know, you can always come now. You can always come and get this, that. I like, it's so, I don't want to come and get something from you as a favor. I want to move in there as every Nigerian will and get what I need to get. I don't want any favor from anybody. I don't want any whatever. I don't want to use any access or whatever I have. I want the way every other Nigerian will walk in and get. That's the way I want to get it. Until we get to that stage, nobody has it. The corruption that a few have used to enlarge themselves and everything, it must be dismantled. There must be a level playing field for everyone so that it's all about your capacity. That's why you have the American dream and all of that. Let's have our Nigerian dream. Based on what you bring to the table, you get what you want to get. Nobody will beef you if you become stupendously rich. Fine, kudos to you, clap for you. But if you do it at the expense of other people, if you do it and putting other people at a disadvantage, no, we will not kudos to you. We will shame on you. It's as simple as ABCD. It's not about jealousy or anything. It's about the basic facts. You have people who today, they call them billionaires. How did they make their billions? Some of them were just round tripping. They had banks which they could round trip money, took millions and billions, take it around, bring it back, sell it in the market. If I go in now because I have connection, I want to collect $2 million. I'll just put it, I have a company abroad, they'll just put it there. Before you know what's happening, yes, they'll do whatever, wire it in. I will sell it black market to all this mala or whatever. They will just buy it off me. I will just sit down coolly without adding no value to anything. I'll be making maybe from that $1 million now, I'll be making like almost like $600,000-$700,000. All I need to do is now ask for another this and I will buy. By the time I do it 3 times, I've doubled the money from the official rate. That's criminal. Meanwhile, there are some people who need money, who have industries, who are manufacturing, who have companies, who are genuinely employing people, who are contributing to the economy. They won't get that money because they don't have the connection. And people sit down and think that, oh, it's this one and that one. Until we learn to speak the truth, even when it affects ourselves, then our integrity is not complete. And this is what I keep saying. You don't excuse something because you or part of you have benefited from it. You must have the guts to say it. And that's what Atieno Peterside is doing in this video. State capture is more than real. It's really a lot of the people that you see doing all of this business. Why are they not thriving where they cannot have, where government will give them monopoly? The only business sense is when it comes to monopoly. Everybody will have sense. Now everybody will have business sense when they are able to have that monopoly, have a lot of agencies or whatever under their pocket, under their belt, under their feet, under their whatever. We need a country that works. And we need someone that will go in there and have the guts to dismantle the whole corrupt system that has kept people down. You tell me, oh, this person, he's employing so many people. There are many other people that would have been able to thrive. There are companies with more than triple whatever it is that those other people are employing. And that's the place that we must get to. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.